Everybody, this is Millie in the city for Beyond Me, the show. And boy, am I excited today. I have a special treat for everyone today. A little personal, but special. Today is my mother's birthday, so I wanted to interview her. And then y'all can kind of find out a little bit more about Millie in the city. So, welcome, Mother.
Hi, daughter. I'm here. Let's go. Let's hit it. I'm ready.
Let's get it.
Okay.
So, a lady never tells her age. I understand that, but today is your birthday. How's your day been going so far?
It's been going fine.
Celebrate birthdays, but this year it seems to be a lot more fun and enjoyable. More people are calling, things of that nature, correct?
Well, not so much. I normally get a lot of happy birthdays on my birthday. I just don't get real excited about it because it's just another day, and I'm a baby boomer, so I've been out here happy birthdaying a long time. We won't talk about the number, but I've been happy birthdaying a long time. So it's just another good day. I'm glad to be here. I'm blessed to be here with you and have a happy family. So it's all good.
Can I say that because I'm a grandmother, I'm a nana, so I'm excited. How do you feel about, can I use the word great-grandmother? Am I allowed to use that?
That's fine. It's just another notch on my lifespan. I think it's wonderful. When I was your age, I never thought about reaching my age, so I never thought about having, all the grands and great-grands. It's just wonderful. I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed.
I love that. I love that. So how have you, we'll get the other stuff out the way and how I was such the most wonderful angel child.
Yeah.
How have you and Dad been handling the COVID? Would you say you've just really been following all the guidelines and rules?
Following all the guidelines and rules and sliding out every now and then to go get the groceries. I do sometimes try and hit Macy's, but I'm at Macy's when the doors open. There's nobody in there but me and a few salespersons, so I run around and, do what I'm going to have to do and get out. I don't mix too much. I, do what I'm supposed to do, wear the mask, and distance myself, and that's about it. Tired of being locked in, I can tell you that, because I like to run the streets.
You like to run the streets as a baby boomer?
Back in the day, I'm from D.C., we used to run the streets. So DC, then and now. We'll get back to that later. So, okay.
So I interview people. I have my show. I'm excited. Would you say that I was a artsy type child? Did you envision this for me?
Artsy, very precocious, very bubbly, very inquisitive, and with a tendency to get in trouble. But nothing out of line that we couldn't handle, because you were the youngest. You had two brothers, so everybody kind of came after you after they fussed with themselves, and they come after you. So it was all good. There was a point in time when we had 3 dogs and 1 cat. I don't know if you remember that.
I do.
And that was fun. And so because of us always having animals, you have an animal now. Everybody and all my children love to have dogs. So that's because you were raised around animals. So I think
I feel like I missed my calling. I really should have been a veterinarian.
Yeah, you do like the dogs and the stray and bring them all in the house. So it's never too late. You can volunteer. You can volunteer to do things to help when they go rescue the animals, particularly the dogs. So
I would love to be at a financial point in my life to take off about 6 months to a year and go on a sabbatical to help, especially dogs.
Yeah.
I love to take my family with me. I know you ain't going. I know.
No. Not going to that.
So in high school, I did the cheerleading. I get that. In high school, what did you want me to be? What are your thoughts?
I just wanted you to be happy and be the best student you could be, and aim for whatever you thought was good for you in life. I don't remember us ever having a lot of detailed discussions about what that was, but once you went to Trinity, I think you started to feel who you may want to be professionally, and you're still trying to aim for that now. So I think the more you can reach out and explore your entrepreneurship, I think it's all good. And there'll be a point in time when all that will come together and pay off significantly for you. So just kind of keep that up.
Thank you. It's just so funny because I came from you guys and watching you guys, and you and Dad, and you guys were entrepreneurs, and you guys had everything that you wanted to do. And I think my favorite, well, it's a lot of favorite parts of my life from you. And of course, there's Dad also, but from you, I just think that you were just the top, to me, the top echelon of everything that you did. And that made us try to be the best that we could be also.
Well, that's good. I think that came from my mother, who, and you remember Nana, we called her.
I love her.
And she never got a chance to go to college. She always wanted to be a teacher. So she instilled in me that I could always be the best that I could be and to strive to be the best. So that was always a possibility for me. And I used that. And then I just recently did my personality. And of course, I'm extroverted and I'm very feeling and judgmental. So that's that's part of my personality. So
absolutely,
I'm a self-starter. So I think you all saw that in your dad and I. It's just, we just wanted to be the best we could be. We came up in a time in the 60s and 70s and 80s when it was very difficult for African-American professionals. So everything I did, I broke open the door and was the first one, like he was the first one, to be wherever we were going to be professionally. So we had to be good. We couldn't make mistakes. We had to be on top. We had to be on top all the time. And I remember a manager telling me, I hired you and you can't make any mistakes. And that's when I really realized, that it was a different path for particularly women of color. We had to be the best. We couldn't make mistakes and always had to be on top. So that just carried through in everything I did.
You're right. And I love this. I'm just so excited about this interview. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break and I'll be right back and we'll finish our discussion. This is Millie in the City for Beyond Me, the show. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Beyond Me, the show. I'm your host, Millie in the City, and I have a special treat for you today. I'm interviewing my mother, and today is her birthday. Thank you for joining me because I know, Mom, you had a lot of things that you were doing today. You're about to go out to eat, correct?
Right. We're going to roll out to dinner as soon as I can check you off my list of things.
You're way too busy for me.
We're going to eat out in Annapolis in an outdoor seating capacity, so I'm looking forward to that.
Right, it was a beautiful day, so it should be still a little, not too chilly.
Not too chilly, but I'm gonna take something to make sure because I get cold quick, and I want to eat. I want to eat and be happy. I don't want to be cold when I eat.
So I don't know if you recognize this background picture, do you? Before I even bother to ask.
Looks familiar, like it might have come out of Nana's place.
Yes,
or something. Yes, I recognize.
I still have it.
I recognize it. Very.
I did this on purpose.
Very good. That tells a story. That's part of who you are.
Yes, it is part of who I am. So when you found out that I was doing this show, well, even before that, in my younger years, because I've already told people I used to be a rapper.
Yes, I thought I wasn't too much supportive of that. I just wasn't there yet. Your dad didn't want transporting you around. I said, I rap what? Rap some gifts. I wasn't into it. I mean, I just wasn't. As I look back then, a lot of our culture was not into it yet. The younger people like you saw it, felt it, and wanted to express yourselves that way. And it took my generation longer to get on board. So you were very good at that. You were very creative. You had a lot of poetry and use of words and alliterations and all the things that come of being able to express how you felt through that genre. And it was very good. And I think it may have served as your base for where you are now.
Yeah, it absolutely did, because I didn't realize when someone asked me, they'd be like, well, you interview and oh my goodness, wow. Is that Oreo?
That's Oreo. That means somebody's at the door.
Did you tell him you were interviewing?
I did. I tried to get it through to him. I have to apologize. Somebody must be delivering those flowers I told you about.
Oh, right. So, and I lost my train of thought, but it was all about the music. And I felt like that my base was that I've been interviewing since I was probably 12, interviewing people in my mind.
Okay.
Which makes me, I think, good. I think I'm good. I don't think I'm great, but I think I'm good at what I do because I had that base. I've seen all the videos. I'm old school at heart, so I've seen all of that, and I thought that was awesome. So now you're in your whatever number, but you won't tell me what it is.
Watch it.
I ain't gonna say it, but it's a very different time. What do you think you would tell, where you are now, what do you think you would tell your 40-year-old self right now?
I would tell myself, don't worry about getting there later. Do it every day and be the best you can. In fact, when I was 40, I didn't think about reaching this stage in my life. It wasn't something I worried about. I was too busy fighting the folks trying to hold me back.
Yeah.
All my energy and all my time went to be and address that. And as I moved throughout my career, I found out that I had to go back to graduate school to get more education, so they couldn't use that against me to stop me from moving up. So at 40, I was, I would look back on it and say I would have gone to law school instead of getting a master's. I would have gone to law school at 40. That's what I should have done. So,
At 40 years old,
well, I got my master's.
Law school would have been a choice for you.
Yes. It's never too late to get your education. You know that.
I do.
It's always, education is out there for us. We learn something every day. I learned more about your show today. Excuse me.
Thank you. So at your birthday, the age you are, which I cannot say, you told me.
I'm a baby boomer. Let them guess.
Let them guess.
Let them guess.
Well, you're a baby boomer.
Can they hang with me?
I don't think so, Mom. I don't think they can hang with you.
Okay.
Are you your best self
right now?
Right now.
I am happy at where I am. I'm trying to figure out where I did not take the correct path to be more financially stable. I am financially stable, but I'm trying to figure out why aren't I worth about $4 or $5 million? That's what I can't understand. What happened with that? So I would have looked back and said, what could I have done to have more of a legacy for you and my family to be able to invest in your entrepreneurship spirit now with a meaningful financial input or investment to help you. And I think as people of color, as African Americans, we need to strive to find ways to maximize what we can do to be able to help our families, to have a better legacy for them. And we're still trying to get there.
Ooh, that's a whole nother show. A whole nother show. Why did you think, I know now, and it's so important, I've had discussion after discussion after discussion about this. You guys were in sports, I get that. Why was it so important that we had to be in sports? Do you think that was a decision you would have made over and over again? Because we were in everything.
I think that is something that progressed because you all were in Catholic school getting the best education for most of your life. You were there a good bit of your life. So it just came with being in the Catholic educational environment that there was athletics. And I think academics and athletics have a good marriage. And your father was a Division I athlete.
Yes, he was.
He was very good in 3 sports, football, basketball, and track. So he became a coach. So he wanted to share his skill with his children. And that meant supporting the youth group teams. And the people came and said, we want you to coach. And he just took all the skills he had and took it to another level and was able to help a lot of athletes learn, get scholarships, and move on. So it's something that we enjoyed doing. You enjoyed it as learning about being on a team. Let me tell them about you real quick.
Oh no, wait a minute.
Hold up. Nilla was running a mile. Hold up. Nilla was running a mile. She had a nice little clip going. And we said, go, Millie, go. She said, nobody paying me to do this. It was so funny. She finished her last lap out of 4 laps, at the same speed. And we would say, go, Millie, go. Anyway, but she was tough on a relay team. We surprised one group. Millie ran the anchor of the championship. And we beat a team that had beat us all year. But her father, the coach, changed the rotation on the team and put most of the speed up front and put the tough one on the anchor, and Millie wore that anchor out. The girl said, I know I can get her. I gotta get her. No, couldn't do. You all got first place.
Oh, yes, we did. That's one of my favorite memories. And what we'll do is we'll be right back. We'll take a quick break. This is Millie in the City for Beyond Me, the show. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Millie in the City, your host for Beyond Me, the show. A very special treat today. I've been talking with my mother. Today is her birthday. We just talked about one of the proudest moments of my life, because I was slow in track, right? Oh, Mom, I still think about that because, Dad put the horses in the front.
Right.
He put the horse in, and I watched it. I watched it go down. It's go, stick, go. And I'm like, oh, and then I was ready. I'm like, okay, I practiced this. Go, stick, and I ran like my life depended on it.
Because it did. You had to win that relay at the anchor, but we had a great team. And you know what? Yeah. You and all of your friends that grew up together, you learned about winning and losing. You learned about being a part of a group and a team. You learned how to share. And I think all of you have carried that on throughout your early professional lives and where you are now. So that was a great foundation. Not many people will get up on a track in a lane by themselves with all those people looking at them. That takes a lot.
Right. I loved it. Those are the best years. And we just had a reunion early this year. And we had about 60 or 70 people on a Zoom call. And
it was wonderful.
It was just nice, and it was just wonderful, and everybody was so happy to see you and Dad, and so that was nice. I would love to be able to do that again. School is in, and it seemed like everybody have kids.
That's true.
And stuff like that. Those are some of my best years. Do you feel like your best years are yet to come? Do you still feel like you have a lot more to do?
No, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm just hoping that light is a little further off. I've done a lot. What I like to do now is to help any way I can, my family, help my culture, my race. I've got a lot that I have learned. I've got a lot of skills and abilities, and I want to share those with as many people as I can, just to help the younger people coming up that are going to be running the country. I've made my contribution that way. So it's time to move out and let others get involved.
I love it. I guess there's so much to talk about. I know you do have to go. I know that you are going to be voting. Do you feel like this is the most important election ever?
I think it is. I have lived through a lot of elections, but this particular one frightens me from the standpoint of our democracy is at the razor's edge, excuse the expression. I'm very scared for our country. I'm very scared for our democracy. I intend to vote straight Democratic and help us take over the White House, the Senate, and the House, because without those three wings of the government, it's going to be hard to do the things we're going to have to do. As a retired federal executive, I am ready to go back and help in a volunteer to help the administration, because there's a lot that we're going to have to do to overcome all the damage that you all just don't know yet that has been done to our infrastructure at the cabinet level in the federal government.
Okay. Have you already voted, or are you voting early this week?
I'm voting early on the 26th of October for Maryland. That's the first day of early voting, so I will be there. I want to make sure I can stick it right there in the box, the basket, or give it to somebody. No mail in, no mail in.
No mail in, no
No
mail
can
in.
do. No.
What do you feel like? We're going to get off voting because it's just upsetting. There's just so much going on. What do you feel like you want to take some trips with your great grandkids? You feel like you just need to do more family stuff?
No, not yet. Not quite yet. Maybe this summer, once we get the virus under control and get a vaccine, I think this period of being locked down has shown everybody that life is short, that we don't have any guarantees. So the more we spend with one another. So I'm being facetious to answer your question. I think, of course, as much as I can, I need to be with my grands and great grands to share with them what I know to help them be successful in life.
You know, it's so funny you say facetious because I tell the story all the time. I was never a person, these kids are lucky because me and my brothers and I were never allowed to. I just always remember, Mom, how do you spell this word? Dad, how do you spell this word? And it was, look it up. And I'm like, and so one of the words was facetious. And it took me forever because I'm thinking that facetious starts with a PH. It does not, by the way.
It does not, by the way.
No, it doesn't even spell like it sounds.
No, it doesn't.
I digress.
You sure do. Don't ask me to spell it. Because
I know how to spell it now.
F-A-C-I.
No, Mom, no.
Oh, stop.
F-A-C-E-T-I-O-U-S.
O-U-S. And they gave me a degree.
I can't wait till all of this is over. I think we do need to go to get a photographer. I know plenty, of course, and do another family portrait with the grandkids.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Bring it up to speed for 2021.
Bring it up to speed for 2021. So many things have changed. So many things have changed in PG County. My hope is that, people are supposed to be voting for question 1. My hopes that for you is that you're able, and myself, can help PG County move forward as far as the educational system. Because
and it needs help because I remember being a substitute teacher in 2009 and 10, and it was just so bad that I stopped answering the computerized call for me to come in the office. They started calling and begging me. I said, I can't do it. I tried. I really tried. It was just too much for me, and our children need so much help. I spent more time trying to discipline as opposed to being able to educate for the time I was there, and I don't think it should be that. And I was very disappointed. And we have a lot of work to do, and I'm available to help with that too.
If for some reason Trump doesn't win, I'm sorry, I'm not optimistic that he won't win. If he doesn't win, you get your wish. What do you hope in brief for this country?
I think the country will be able to rest, settle down, and get back to having a tremendous country that's focused on helping everybody, that's focused on replenishing all the damage that's been done to get the middle class and the lower class people a chance to breathe, to get revenue, to get back to work, and then let us, repair our international reputation that's just terrible, and strengthen ourselves as a people to help all of the people, those that voted for Biden and that won't vote for Biden, because we're all in this together.
Right. I just want to say thank you. I know that we're super busy today on your birthday. I wanted to interview you because I think you're super awesome. You're extremely smart. So I was very lucky to have you as a mother. So I want to thank you for that. I also want to talk to the people out there who don't have a mom. I'm very humble. I'm very blessed to be able to have a mother. So many people's mother and parents have passed away in the last month, in the last 2 months, in the last 3 months. So I'm very, very, very blessed to have you in my life and that you're still here and you celebrate another birthday.
I thank you, darling. I'm here whenever you need me. I'm so happy to be here. And I too am concerned and have empathy for those people in our culture, all cultures that have lost parents, particularly that may have lost people to this COVID-19 unexpectedly in such a terrible, terrible way. So we all have to pull together to help ourselves, our families, and our country come back from this terrible, terrible situation we're in and to move on, because the COVID on top of problems just made those problems even worse. So we've got a lot of work to do.
We have a lot of work to do. Again, I appreciate you. I know you're going out to dinner.
Okay.
And I hope you have a good time. Please eat a little something for me. I might be eating noodles. Not kidding. I have some salmon thawed out. I'm ready.
Okay, I got you. All right,
Okay.
so you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
I'll come back at another day. Thank you very much. And everybody be safe and be good to your families. And bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much. This is Millie in the City for Beyond Me, the show. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for celebrating my mother. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.